My loving greetings, Vanakkam, Namaste and Prem Namaskar to one and all of you. Welcome to the Monday Sadhana program. In our previous 2 weeks, we spoke about suffering and how your own negative actions creates karma, and that karma that is associated with your life, your soul, is now causing all the suffering in your life. But if we are born in this world, why do we still generate more karma? If we have an intellect that is able to discriminate what is right and wrong, then how come we still generate so much of negative karma? We still get angry, we have hatred, envy, jealousy, lust, greed, and all the negative emotions. Why do we create problems in life, in relationships as well? So we have another entity within us is known as Anavam. The three entities, Anavam, Mayam, Karmam. Anavam is the ego and egocentric desires. Mayam is the impact of the world on the journey of your life. And Karmam or karma is the impact of your actions on the journey of your life. So we have covered karma and how Anavam is now affecting your life and your journey. Anavam is the ego and egocentric desires. Anavam operates either partially or completely and blocking the truth. So to go into the journey of Anavam, let us just close our eyes, sit comfortably, and we're going to breathe in deeply through our nostrils, and with our outward breath, we are going to chant Om. We'll do it together. You may now gently open your eyes. Well, I want to repeat, Anavam operates either partially or completely blocking the truth in this world. Through the eyes of ego, we see a perception of the truth and not the actual truth. Ego makes you self-centered, and it is all about I and mine. Your ego makes you take credit for everything. If somebody else achieved something or did something that everybody's talking about, you'd sometimes take credit for it. And that's what happens when your ego takes control. The ego does not like to be defeated, nor does it want to die. Ego does not want to recognize and appreciate the accomplishments and successes of others. Ego likes to control, but does not like to be controlled. Ego is always trying to fight for survival. So, in life, one may find it difficult to discover the Anavam or the ego that they're experiencing. But if you start looking at the ego games that you are playing on a day-to-day basis, then you'll discover to what extent Anavam is impacting on your life. The first game that the ego plays is domination. Then refusing to be dominated is a second game. The third game, vociferously stating, I am right. Or the next game, you are wrong. We state this vociferously, assertively. The fifth one is survivor. And the sixth one is cover up. So let us just unpack these games. Ego wants to control. We want to control everything. For instance, when your father refuses you anything, you get hurt because your father is not in your control anymore. You can resist everything. You can challenge your father. You don't listen to him anymore because of your Anavam. And most of the conflict between children and their parents is as a result of the Anam, the ego of the children, because they're losing control over the father. If you take, for example, a young girl and a father enjoy a beautiful relationship. Everything that the girl wants, the father gives it to her. Provides her the money, buys her whatever she wants, and takes her to wherever she wants to go. So she knows that she can get anything she wants. She goes wherever she wants, and her father is within a frame of control. But one day suddenly the daughter asks the father, Dad, you know all my friends, they're very good friends. I want to go with my good friends and we want to go to the nightclub on Saturday night. Please, shall I go with them? And the father says, no, you cannot go. You don't understand the social evils that emanate from nightclubs today, especially in our area. And I don't want you to go to the nightclub. And lots of bad things happen there, and therefore you cannot go to the nightclub. And now the daughter feels that she lost control of the father, because the father always was within her control. And she gets angry and she says, Dad, I have to go. I cannot stay away from this outing with these girls. They are my close friends. I have to go. And then the father said, no, you can't. I'm not going to let you go to a nightclub. Not under the current climate that we're experiencing in this country. And then the daughter then gets angry. And then the conflict starts, the fighting starts, the yelling starts, and the fight between the father and daughter. All because of the Anavam of the daughter not allowing her to accept defeat from this. Anam doesn't want to be defeated, so she wants to fight it. It's like fighting for survival. And that's what happened. And sometimes even in the office, you want everyone to listen to you. If they don't listen to you, you get angry. We dominate directly by using our voice, words, and gestures. We also raise our voice to exercise control. That is Anavam. Indirect domination. If you have two brothers and they enjoy a good relationship and rapport with each other, so every time the younger brother wants to do anything, wants to make an important decision, wants to buy something, he goes to the elder brother and asks him for guidance and permission. So he consults with the elder brother. And the elder brother knows now he's not only taking care of the younger brother, but he also, his ego is bloated because the younger brother is seeking his permission, he's seeking his advice all the time. But suddenly the younger brother then takes an important decision, and the decision is a major one and is a correct decision taken under the circumstances. But he has not consulted with his brother, and he took the decision on his own. So when the elder brother hears about it, his ego will be affected, his Anavam will be affected. And then he tells his brother, you should have consulted with me, you should have checked with me, I should have guided you. You are lucky that it worked for you now. This decision works for you now. What if a decision like this you make and it backfires on you? Next time you make sure you come and consult with me. So that is what ego is all about. From the elder brother's perspective, it's his ego that is talking. You should consult with me. So like this, we all are playing ego games. You use skill in domination. For instance, if one of the young ladies is in the kitchen, she's cooking and she knows she's a good cook, and her husband is gone to work, he should be coming home shortly, so she want to ensure she prepares all the meals. And if a friend walks in and a friend tells her, let me do the cooking for you today. And why don't you take a rest and give me all the ingredients and the items and I will do the cooking. And the lady of the house says, no, I'll do the cooking. You just sit and you can watch. Because in her mind, the lady of the house thinks, no, if my friend cooks and the food comes out very good, and then the husband will start praising, will talk about the food that tastes so nice, he wouldn't know who cooked it. But then the praises would be going to a friend and not to herself. And she doesn't want that to happen. And therefore, her ego does not want that to happen. So therefore, she very skillfully said, no, I will do the cooking. And you can sit and you can watch if you want to. So this is domination. The second game that we're playing is refusing to be dominated. The ego likes to control and does not like to be controlled. Two helpers are then given the same task. And one of the helpers finished the task very quickly, very competently. And the other was so slow that he didn't even get halfway in trying to sort out the task. So this one person, the helper who completed the task and goes to the second one, he said, let me show you how the task, let me do it for you and show you how it's done quickly. And obviously the other person's ego does not want to give in. Because the person who finished the task quickly, he says, I will teach you so you can do it quickly in future. The second helper says, respond. Say, no, I do my work my way. You can do it your way. I do it slowly because I do it like meditation. So this is very skillfully refusing to be dominated. Another game that we play is in our interaction with others. How often we tend to assertively and vociferously say, I am right. And we see things only from our angle. And therefore you vociferously say, I am right. Even if we know that we are wrong, our ego will not want to admit, because the ego does not want to be defeated. Therefore, you still say, I am right. Because the ego blocks us from knowing that we are wrong. And the next game is you vociferously state, assertively state, you are wrong. Whether we know it or not, we vocally pronounce, you are wrong. That is the voice of the ego. Sometimes you know that the other person is right. But your ego says, you are wrong. Your ego wants to bring down the other people, and psychologically you get elevated by bringing down the other people. How often we do this? We bring other people down so that we can feel psychologically elevated. Your mind is happy when you are elevated in the presence of others. And the ego tends to create that from happening. The next game is survival. The ego does not want to face defeat and would not want to be in the wrong and does not want to die. Therefore, it will fight to the end to survive. If one of your friends from Cape Town comes and visits you and he tells you, hey, Cape Town is the most beautiful city here in South Africa, and you don't want to accept that, your ego won't want to accept it, so you put up a challenge. You say, no, I am from Durban, and Durban is the most beautiful city in South Africa. Look at the beautiful beaches in Durban. Look at the promenade, how people are walking, running, cycling on the promenade. Look at all the restaurants creating and the buzzing number of people. You go to the beaches in Cape Town, you hardly see any people. You don't have these promenade. You don't have all these facilities. All you have is the waterfront. So that's a battle that you have with the other. It is the ego that is making you challenge the other. It is the ego that making you fight the other because you're fighting for survival. You'll try and justify everything. You're trying to bring the other person down in his arguments. And in survival, you'll fight to the end to prove yourself and then to survive. The next ego game that we play is cover-up. When the first 5 games fail, you use this game. The ego sometimes becomes humble. Come, let us do it this way. In cover-up, there is no right way and there's no wrong way. So you say, there is no right way, there is no wrong way. Every way is okay. That is also your ego thing, because your ego does not want to accept that the other person's way is the right way. And then you also say, no, it is just a matter of perception. That's also an humble way that the ego makes you respond. In cover-up, the ego uses reason and it justifies everything. For instance, if you spent a lot of money and opened a business and the business collapsed, it failed, and you lost a lot of money in the process, and your friends come and ask you, what happened? You spent so much of money. What happened to the business? Why did it collapse? Your ego does not want to be defeated. It does not want to die. Therefore, it puts up a challenge. And you tell the person, oh no, it is that many businesses like this have failed. It's because of the pandemic. Or maybe because of the recession. So you put up different reasons to justify why the business failed. That is your ego talking. You won't state the actual truth why the business failed. If it was your lack of expertise in running businesses, you wouldn't want the others to know that. Your ego would not allow you to let others know that. Because your ego wants to create a good impression about you to everybody else. We also use philosophy to justify. If you fail to do something and if somebody asks you about it and you say, well, failure is a stepping stone to success. So that kind of philosophy used to cover up. All the time we are playing ego games, and it is ruining our relationships. We must watch ourselves playing the game, especially in relationships. When you see the games you are playing, then you will see how you are destroying relationships. Only when you watch the destruction the ego is causing in relationships will you stop playing the game. Ego causes failure of intelligence and breakdown in relationships. So it is now time to go into contemplation. So sit comfortably with your spine upright, with your hands on your thighs, palms facing upwards, and contemplate on the different ego games that you are playing. Is it domination? Even in a work situation, sometimes we are sitting in a boardroom in a meeting and we always want to talk all the time, do not give others a chance to make their input. That is also domination. So you look at what ego games you are playing. Is it domination? Refusing to be dominated? Asserting at appropriate times, I am right? Or maybe saying, you're wrong? Did you do that with your friends or family or whoever? Or survival? Or cover up? So look at all these different types of ego games that you are playing. To see is to be free. Only when you're able to see all the ego games you're playing, would you be able to take action and change and get rid of all the ego games you're playing in your life so that you can enjoy a better quality of life. You will not self-destruct. You will not affect relationships. And you will not generate karma, because your ego and egocentric desires can impact on the journey of your soul, because it also impacts on your thoughts, words, and actions, and generates karma as a result. So just think about it and contemplate on it. Then you discover your authentic self. Close your eyes and continue the contemplation. Now that you have identified all the ego games that you're playing, now visualize yourself walking down concrete steps into sacred waters of the Ganges river. You keep walking into the river, feeling the cool waters and the sacred waters of the Ganges river flowing vigorously against your body, flushing your body and purifying, purging and cleaning your body. You're purifying and purging your mind as well and your soul. Keep walking into the river until you feel that the water is at your shoulder height. Now dip your head into the water and you'll see a blue liquid, a dark blue liquid, leaving your body and flowing with the sacred waters of the Ganges river. All the dark blue liquid you see leaving your body is you are letting go of all the ego games that you have been playing. By mitigating and reducing all the ego games, you are able to reduce the impact of your Anavam on the journey of your life. So let it go. Let all the ego games that you've been playing, let it go into the sacred waters of the Ganges river. Whatever you let go does not belong to you. You detach from them. You'll start setting yourself free. The water is flushing against your body, cleansing you, purifying and purging your life. Your body, mind and soul is becoming purged. When you dip your head into the water, you'll still see the residue of the blue liquid leaving your body. It's a process that you're letting go of all traces of ego games you have been playing into the sacred waters of the Ganges river. As you are letting go, you are becoming lighter and lighter, letting go of all the baggage you are carrying in the ego games that you have been playing. Feel the cool and sacred waters continuously flushing vigorously against your body. The feel of it should remind you how much of healing is taking place, how much of purification, purging is taking place. When you dip your head into the water now, you'll see there's no more blue liquid leaving your body. You have let go of all your ego games that you have been playing. You have set yourself free. You feel a sense of fulfillment, having shed off all your ego and egocentric desires. You now slowly walk out of the river back to the concrete steps through which you descended into the river. And as you are walking up the concrete steps, now visualize yourself seated on a beautiful rock on Mount Kailas, the abode of Lord Shiva. It's an incredibly beautiful environment that you find yourself in. Energy flowing. Brilliant light all around. You feel spiritually elevated. You feel the vibrations and the energy and the beautiful spiritual ambience on top of Mount Kailas. As you are seated on this rock, place your hands on your thighs and keep your eyes closed and take slow, long breaths through your nostrils in and slowly breathe out through your nostrils. This breathing should enable you to become grounded in a state of relaxation. Continue this process. And now visualize a golden ball of light in the sanctum sanctorum of your heart. This light of beautiful effulgence that is shining bright, beautiful, and brilliant. As you visualize this light, you can experience the vibrations and the energy of this light. This sacred effulgence is the manifestation of Lord Shiva in your heart. As you are breathing in deeply through your nostrils, visualize this golden ball of light is expanding in size as it is being filled with more and more golden light. As you are breathing out, visualize the ball of light is diminishing in size, but the light is flowing throughout your body, permeating your entire body and filling every cell in your body with golden light. Follow this process for a few moments, breathing in, visualizing the expansion of the golden ball of light, and breathing out, feeling the light flowing throughout your body, permeating the entire body and filling every cell in your body with golden light. And with the light flowing throughout your body, you will experience the energy and the vibrations of this golden light flowing throughout your body. You feel the presence of God in your heart and the vibrations of God permeating your body. Continue this process and be fully immersed in this process. You will experience a state of oneness and synergy with Lord Shiva, with the light permeating your body and experiencing it in your mind and in your heart. As an expression of your gratitude to your divine, now remember and reflect on all the precious moments you have experienced in your life. The beautiful moments that have brought joy, peace, happiness, beautiful relationships. You experienced incredible love, and all these beautiful moments, just reflect on them, because they are the result of the grace of your divine flowing into your life. You must also reflect on all the successes and the accomplishments in your life, and the joy it has brought to you. That too has been through the grace of your divine. Just reflect on all the wonderful people that surround your life, more especially your loved ones. They have come into your life through the grace of God. So just remembering and reflecting on all these things is your expression of gratitude to your divine. You can even reflect on all the magical moments, the miraculous moments, the synchronicities that you've experienced in your life. That is your expression of gratitude to God. Now you can share with your divine residing as this golden ball of light in your heart. Something that is very, very important to you right now, anything that is important and you want to share with your divine, you can do so now. It may be the joys of the day or your struggles or whatever you are going through at this moment. You can share it with your divine. now that you are in a beautiful sacred space, radiate your love, light and blessings to your loved ones, and thereafter you can visualize the entire country and radiate your love, light and blessings to the entire country so that we can experience peace, stability and interracial harmony in this country. You can also bless the entire world so that there is peace, stability and interracial harmony in every country. We're praying for peace within countries and peace between countries. Now slowly you come back to your body. You become aware of your mind. You listen to your breathing as you become grounded. And you take a deep breath in to become completely grounded. A deep breath only through your nostrils. You bring your palms together in front of your heart and give thanks and gratitude to your Divine for enabling you to go through this program and through this meditation. And when you are ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you very much to all of you who have connected with this program. My intention in holding these sadhana programs is for all of you to do things that will impact on the quality of your life. If more and more of you elevate your level of consciousness, you start resonating at a high level of consciousness, you'll be able to impact on the consciousness of maybe your children, your siblings, your family members, and subsequently you'll impact on the community and on the world at large. So please share this program with others. More and more people doing it, there'll be more peace in this world. So more people's lives will change, more people's consciousness will go up, and that will make a difference to many people in this world, many families, many communities, and the world at large. So God bless you. God be with you. Nandri Vanakkam.